If you're planning to use an AI copywriting tool to become a more productive, better, more confident, and more persuasive writer, you need to know how to prime the tool you're using. Priming an AI copywriter essentially means giving it background information about who it is, where it is in the world, and just really building it into what you need it to be. And if you use, say, ChatGPT, you've got to do that on an individual chat-by-chat basis, because ChatGPT doesn't remember from one chat to the next who you are and what you might want and who you want it to be. I've got two examples here where I have said to ChatGPT, I want you to write an email about this offer. In the first example, all I've done is give ChatGPT the offer, which you can't see on the screen here. It's just background information about what I want ChatGPT to write about. And I've asked it to write an email to a learning and development manager introducing that offer to them. In a second example, I gave ChatGPT the offer and I primed it further about what I wanted it to be, how I wanted it to think, how I wanted it to approach this particular problem. Then I gave it exactly the same prompt and it gave me a different answer. And I'm going to put those two answers side by side with you. And as a copywriter, I'm going to take you through the difference between the two pieces of writing. It's important that I say straight up, as a professional copywriter, both of these are clearly rough first drafts. They're not great. They're not copy that you could send out straight away by any stretch of the imagination. So over on the left, ChatGPT is absolutely obsessed when writing an email with asking you if you're well. Not something I would do as a copywriter, but let's look more at paragraph by paragraph of what's actually useful. So I'm reaching out to you as an authorized representative of my company specializing in AI-powered copywriting training. Here's our mission. It's not a great opening. It's all about us, and it's not all about the recipient, which is a copywriting fail. Let's compare that to the properly primed version of ChatGPT. In today's fast-paced business world, terrible cliche, the key to success lies in continually embracing growth, learning, and evolution. This is a little bit different, you can see, as a setup. In the first one on the left, I'm just telling you who I am according to ChatGPT, and this is going to interest you. Here, because it's been properly primed, ChatGPT is giving you a little bit more of a scene setting, like, this is why we're talking. We're talking because we're talking about embracing growth, learning, and evolution in a particular moment in time. As I say, I wouldn't go with fast-paced business world, but we're setting a bit of a scene. One significant shift we can't afford to ignore is the integration of AI into our everyday tasks. So again, we're not talking about me yet. This is much better copywriting because we're talking about the reader. You're in a fast-paced business world. You can't afford to ignore AI. Here, remember, you had, I'm an authorized representative of my company. We do training. This is the kind of training we do. Here, we're setting the scene, and then we're telling you, we're pivoting into, when properly harnessed, AI tools can revolutionize your team's writing prowess, enhance productivity, and bring new level of creativity to the fore. So we've set a scene, you need these skills, and here's what these skills would mean for you. I still haven't told you that I run training. And again, I haven't touched these emails. This is all ChatGPT on its own. On the left, unprimed. On the right, properly primed. Okay, this paragraph. As the pace of the digital age accelerates, the ability to use AI tools effectively, particularly in the realm of writing and communication, becomes crucial. This is where our training program writes. So we're, still talking about ourselves. Yes, we've said a little bit about pace. The ability to use AI tools effectively is crucial, but we haven't given you the benefits. We've said it's crucial. Remember here, you had the benefits. Improve your writing prowess, enhance your productivity, and bring a new level of creativity to the fore. So here, on the right, the properly primed version of ChatGPT is being more persuasive. It's telling you what you're going to get. Over here, you're just learning on the left. You're going to get training. So our training program covers a wide range of topics, from basic writing skills to advanced persuasion techniques, all using AI tools like ChatGPT. Regardless of your location, it's on Zoom. A lot of features of what the tool is. Over here, by comparison, I'm thrilled to introduce you, again, not something I would say, to introduce our transformative, not terrible, right? That's what, you're offering. In all persuasion, you are trying to sell a transformation from one thing to the other. Even if you're McDonald's, you're trying to sell a transformation from not hungry or not having a happy meal to not being hungry or having a happy meal. Or not having a happy meal, having a happy meal toy or whatever it might be. So over here, I'm thrilled to introduce our transformative program. Here's a name that it's given it. This program is meticulously designed with an understanding of human nature, drawn from the insights of behavioral profiling and the proven marketing strategy of industry titans like Dan Kennedy. This particular audience might not know who Dan Kennedy is. They might not. But you can see that the properly primed version of ChatGPT is at least trying to get you a little bit more excited about it. Unprimed ChatGPT thought we could open with the fact to excite you that it's on Zoom. Not quite as exciting as saying what you're getting is something designed with an understanding of human nature, there's behavioral profiling involved, and there's industry titans involved. So on the not properly primed version of ChatGPT, it still had all the information about our offer, but it's chosen to pick out things like it's on Zoom. In the properly primed version of ChatGPT, it's choosing to tell you some of the more exciting features of the training. Back to the version on the left, key outcomes include enhanced writing efficiency, productivity, streamlined content creation process, improved communication, collaboration. So you've got a number of features that are the learning outcomes of the program. Over here, our training encapsulates the persuasive writing skills of renowned copywriters like Gary Halbert and Eugene Schwartz, honed to deliver tangible results. So you're getting benefit. There's tangible results to this. It's associating the training with some big names. Again, possibly this audience wouldn't know those names. They're very well known if you're a copywriter, maybe not as well known outside copywriting, even in marketing, not quite as well known. Steeped in the wisdom of Robert Cialdini's principles of influence. Benefit: equipping your team with a potent combination of AI tool proficiency and advanced persuasion techniques. So it's getting to a significant benefit of this training is that yes, you're getting training in technology, but you are also getting training from a writing professional who really understands what the tool needs to do. And just to finish off that paragraph as a sort of continuation, again, we still haven't bothered to tell you in the properly primed version that it's on Zoom, because that's not really the key. Here's a glimpse of what our training offers: flexible, customized training, concise presentations to immersive workshop, real-life applications, ongoing support. The properly primed version, don't forget, was working from exactly the same source material as the version on the left that is not well primed. So I could carry on going side by side with these two, but throughout the whole version, side by side, you see again and again that the properly primed version is leading towards a much more persuasive approach, much less about the author of the letter or the email, much more about the recipient of the training and the benefits that they're going to get, the universe in which they operate, and their core values that, learning and development and continuous growth are incredibly important to business success. So the version of ChatGPT that wrote on the left from exactly the same source material gave us a whole load of features, which, to be honest, is what people do tend to do if they haven't been trained in persuasive writing. They list the features. It does this, it's on Zoom, it's this, it covers that, it's the other, which is not the best practice in persuasive writing, versus, as I say, this properly primed version on the right, which has given us a much more persuasive first draft. This is only a first draft. And most of the time with AI copywriting, you are only going to get to a first draft. But the faster, it doesn't take much longer to prime ChatGPT properly or whatever AI copywriting tool you're using. So to get to a really good rough first draft versus to get to, to be honest with you, the version on the left is really so rubbish because it is so far away from what you need. I wouldn't call that a first draft at all, because it's not a case of going in and improving that. It's a case of throwing that out the window and working out how to get something much more like the version on the right. So that is the difference between priming ChatGPT properly and not priming ChatGPT at all. And as you can see, the results are enormously different for a tiny little bit of extra effort if you know how to build that priming properly.